Good morning, friends. Y'all are my friends in my head, always and forever. But listen to this, you guys. How everybody's doing? As you can hear in my voice, everything is okay. Things were kind of shaky even before the coronavirus had took place and the nation started going berserk. With the targeting, it was kind of getting aggressive. Okay, they try to start aggressive behavior. This is before, you guys, right? And so the same lady, the same group of people, it's always the same ones because they want to aggravate you. When an incident keeps happening with the same people, you start to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm about to go berserk, right? So long story short, this is before all this was happening. The same lady who does, I call her the laundry lady, she likes to hold her basket and try to bump into me as she walks by. But this time I was like, girl, I'm not moving and I'm not about to play these little games. Before I would just be like, oh my God, you bumped me, but okay, whatever. This time I was about to go to war. And I start talking to God. I say, God, you're going to have to take control because I can't take it anymore. And to me, some people is worth me taking that L, taking that loss. I had to take a loss before with one of the gang stalkers, and I have and I will. You get it to protect myself. It's a thing when you're watching and you're not touching, but when they start touching people, you have to protect yourself. I'm gonna tell everybody that's my advice. You have to protect yourself. You can't allow them to just cause harm and get away with it. If you're gonna protect yourself verbally by telling and making a report, or you protect yourself physically, whatever you do, that's my advice. If it's the wrong advice, I'm sorry. God said be patient. I've been patient. This is not the first time. Okay, so that was one incident. And then before that, this is all before the coronavirus episode, you guys, they start harassing my son again at school. He plays sports. They try to say he's not allowed to play sports because he's not good enough, but they have other kids. He's been playing on the same team since last year that allowed him to play half of all the games, and they was winning. This year they was not winning, none games, right? None of their games was being won. So I said, and then the people they allowed to play was messing up. And I was like, dang, my son is better than that person. But I'm not judging no kid. But in my head, I'm like, they losing anyways. Why is this lady doing it? It's a whole different coach, not the same coach. Some coach that want to be an a-hole. She's very rude. She's even rude to other coaches. And I don't know if it was a racist thing or a gang stalking thing. It's hard to determine because there still is racism in this world. Okay, so I'm talking to her like, why my son is not playing? He comes to every practices, you guys. He helps them clean up before and after, helps the teammates get water. So it made me feel like you making my African-American son give y'all water, make him clean up after y'all, and make him set up. But guess what? He's the only African-American on the team. So that's why I felt like it was discrimination. But then my son also has a disability. So I said, I hope it's not bias for a child with a disability, because you guys had a child last year that played that had a disability as well, and he wasn't, he was doing pretty good, and they like cheered him on every time, right? So that's why I said, so it can't be that. And the only thing about it was that child was Caucasian. So I'm like, here again, is it targeting discrimination or is it race discrimination? We don't know. So all this is happening. So I told my son, I wouldn't allow anybody to treat you less than. It's up to you to stay on the team, but if it was me, I would not be on this team. And I'm telling him that in front of the coach, and she said, it's up to you. Do what you want to do. That's on you. Instead of her saying like, no, reassuring him that she's going to let him play. Because I said, are you always going to keep him on the bench? Is it your decision or it's a rule? She said, it's my decision. And I was like, in front of him. So that's why I said she has lack of empathy, lack of sympathy for these kids. I said, who does that? That's an evil person. That's a child you're talking to. Just by you doing that, you're discouraging him and telling him he's less than when he's not. You get what I'm saying? She didn't turn around and say, oh, because I feel you need to do this, or you're going to do this. But guess what? I guarantee by next game, you're going to be up and playing, nothing. So my son continued to be on the team, right? And then I start praying. I said, I'm sick of this, Lord. I'm tired of all this. Whatever. Long story short. But now get into the coronavirus, y'all. Nobody's playing volleyball. All those are people that's being aggressive. It's the ones panicking. Look at God. We are targeted individuals that already been mentally prepared for anything that was going to happen. We already know how to stay in the house and relax and be calm. We already know how to deal when we don't have anything and survive because they took stuff from us when we were just trying to be regular people. God already prepared at a table for us. Listen to what I'm saying. When they start running to the store on Fridays and everything like that, I was like, I'm not about to do all that. I got what, 1 case, 2 cases of water? I had like a 1.5 case of water already at the house. Usually I stock up on a lot because when I became a target individual, I never liked going to the stores anyway. So I would try to make that one-stop shop, like get everything while I can, because I don't want to have to come back and deal with just the targeting. And this is before coronavirus, right? So everybody that's sitting there, you're like, dang, Lord, I'm going through so much. Why am I a target individual? He's preparing us mentally. That's how I'm taking it, right? Because all these people in the store fighting, pushing each other, and I'm just looking like, really? This is after that Friday incident. This was like on Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, really? Y'all still fighting? And I'm just calm, pushing my basket. And so you see, because mentally God already prepared me for chaos, because I was living the life of chaos that I didn't ask for, okay? And so I didn't go Friday. I didn't go Saturday. In my areas on the news, all the water is gone. All the food is gone. My mom was like, get up, you need to go get your water and all this. And I was like, I'm not about to go out and deal with that. She said, what are you going to do? They're going to run. I was like, I'm not going. Something just said, don't go, don't worry, don't go. Don't go, don't go, don't worry. I still didn't go. So it comes on, yesterday was Wednesday. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go now. Because, you know, the water is getting low. You got to be smart. You can't just say, I'm not going to go, like God's just going to deliver water to you. You got to be cautious and prepared as well. But not prepared due to panic, right? And so I finally went, got up. It is so, I took my son, I want to say Tuesday, sorry. I took him Tuesday. I said, let's go. I don't know, I'm just sitting in my car. I made it all the way home from work. I'm sitting in my car and I was like, well, let's just go to Walmart to see if we can get some bread. We thinking about bread, y'all. I'm trying to let these kids make sandwiches because they closed their school. Ha ha, nobody playing sports. Y'all all on the bench. Laugh that out. But anyways, so I'm sitting there and I was like, well, I'm in my car. I don't know, something just said sit in the car. Listen to God. God is good. And God was like, I'm saying God was like, because I had that intuition like, oh, go ahead and go to the store. So I gets up and I tell my son, I'm outside. Why don't you ride with me to the store? So we ride to the store. We wasn't even thinking about water. We kept saying water's not going to be here. We get there. They passing out water. I said, see, God said, what are you panicking for? I told you. I'm always going to, like I'm going to say in the street slang, I got you. Right? That's how I feel. So I'm not going to keep this video long. I just want to let you guys know everything's going to be okay. Before all this was happening, I was, my faith was getting weakened because these people was testing me, and but I kept praying and say, God, come on, show me that you're real. They doing too much to me right now, right? And I wonder, was you guys going through the same thing before this all happened? Was it a lot of stress? Was these people being aggressive? But look at God, because I guarantee y'all are the ones that's calm in the midst of the storm. Why these people out here running, and it's showing you how evil the world is, because y'all snatching like 20 rolls of toilet paper and the person next to you just want one, and you like, nope, 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 nope. Please, in the Bible, God says, listen to this. He said, those that I will show greed and try to take when it was in the midst of famine, he said, I will make your food spoil. You get it? It's not quote unquote, but he said it in that kind of manner. So I just want to let you guys know everything's going to be okay, because I'm telling you, this is a true story. One more true story. I was going through some things with my job where I was like, I can't do this job anymore. You know, like, man, the people was great, but the hours were not fitting accordingly to what I needed, because it was like I was working like 16 hours, you guys, one day, then one day no hours, and then I have to take the 16 hours because I don't know if I was going to have, and this was just regular. This is before the coronavirus. Be clear, this is how the job just ran, because I was doing patient care for their home. So you got to work on their schedule. Like if they feel sick today, you go to their house, you know, long story short. So I was like, I can't do this, right? Right, listen to this. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm trying to, those that are faith are weakened right now. I'm trying to show you how real God is if you stay faithful. Okay, so I'm praying like, man, I need to find a job where my schedule can fit my kids' schedule. I can be able to drop them off, pick them up. This job called me out of nowhere. I don't remember applying to it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember applying to it. I just know this job called and was like, hey, we want to know if you're coming for an interview. I'm like, what? I'm going through all my little emails, like, when did I apply to this job? I'm like, what's the name of your company? Where is it at? So I'm getting scared because I'm like, oh, it's a setup. The gang stalkers are trying to set me up. This is not a real company. I get here, the people, oh my God, I pray that they have the same energy, a really nice environment. They all different, all my, really nice environment. I'm just saying, look at God. I don't remember applying for the job, but God is good because it's the schedule that I wanted, you guys. When I say the exact schedule that I prayed for, it came. I promise you, I'm not making this up. Just keep the hope, keep the faith. Just listen to me. I haven't been on here because I've been thinking of the worst to say. I don't want to discourage you anymore or say the wrong things, but please just listen to me and keep the faith. I promise you, y'all are good. Y'all already battled the storm. Y'all test already been tested. Now look at all these people grabbing Bibles. The gang stalkers.